My name is Garfield Morgan. I'm a visual artist. My latest inspiration is to go into the coronation market and I trade tarpaulin with the vendors who are on the immediate outskirts of the coronation market. I got this inspiration from an artist, a Brazilian artist named Jose Becara, who would collect tarpaulin from truck drivers. And for him, it carried a story with it because for wherever it had been, it took something of that vibration and it had a story. And so having gone into the coronation market and see this plethora of tarpaulin that was being thrown away, I thought not only was it a good idea to incorporate it in my artwork, but it was also a good idea to save the environment because a lot of these tarpaulin end up in the seafront, sad to say. So essentially what I do is I go into the coronation market, I buy a brand new tarpaulin for the vendor, and then I take theirs. And I am very selective in the ones that I use because I basically, in my mind, I have an idea what I'm going to do, whether it's going to be a three-dimensional investigation or I'm going to lay it flat as a ground for my two-dimensional work. Essentially, it's really about the human condition. And even though sometimes you look at my work and you don't really see necessarily a clear indication of some part of the human anatomy, I sometimes abstract it. So what you're actually seeing really is a body part, but you don't necessarily always recognize it. And of course, it really is for me all about the human being, the human condition. Hence, having gone to the market to collect the tarpaulin, because it really is about the people. And for me, the tarpaulin is a metaphor for the people. Their struggles, their suffering, and it's not really about the dark side, the negative side. For me, it's really about the triumph. The fact that people can endure all of these struggles, these hardships, and come out, on top. It struck me that every time I went there, usually I try to buy from the same vendors. I develop a rapport with them. And then, more than just going there to buy, you start to develop conversations, you get to know their stories. And that for me was significant because it expanded me. There was a time when I wouldn't go downtown, and here it is that I'm in the literal market, creating new relationships, expanding my own experience and my relationship with these people. And so, out of that rapport came this idea of using the tarpaulin. And for me, it has brought me to a great appreciation of myself and by extension, the human family, my brothers and sisters who sell in the market, who buy in the market. And so there's a certain amount of reverence that I take to not only the collecting of the tarpaulin, but in terms of my use of the tarpaulin. Whenever I'm in my studio using the tarpaulin, I think of the people who I've interacted with to get this tarpaulin. So it becomes more than just a piece of fabric that would have been thrown away. It really is symbolic and significant, and as I've said, it becomes the people.